Welcome back to the dock out here on a relatively windy day. Hopefully it's not messing up the audio too bad, but as you can imagine, we are going over the Olight Fan Day sale as the title of the video indicates. And if you clicked on this video, seeing the title and the thumbnail and you're upset about it, then there's also a mental health link resourced in the video description for you guys that need it. But what we're going to be going over is a few of the new items, but during the Fan Day sale, basically everything they make is on sale. So for folks in this audience in particular, most of the weapon mounted lights are on sale pretty heavily, like the Odins and then the pistol lights and things like that. So again, a few of the new things, and then one thing that I just really like and want to show everyone as well. So this is the Olight Seeker Pro 3. Obviously it's an EDC type of light. It takes the 5000 mAh rechargeable battery, recharges on the tail cap. The switch to activate it is right there on the side, and one thing that's cool about the switch is it auto locks out. So after 90 seconds, it locks itself out, and then to unlock it, you just have to rotate it 90 degrees in any direction, and then you can press it and it will go to the mode that it was last on, and then you can just work through the different modes by holding it down or double tap. And it also has a proximity sensor in there, so if it gets like really close to something, it dims it down, which is nice to not blind you for certain scenarios. So there is that. Obviously, all the prices and technical data should be rolling in here on your screen as we go. A new product that they brought out is this thing here. It's called the swivel, and this is actually going to be my new truck flashlight because it does a lot of things that I really like. Number one, it has these magnets here on the back, so it can attach to any metallic surface that accepts a magnet, of course, and it can swivel in all different directions. We have this general area light here on the side. It's USB-C rechargeable, and then it has this flashlight here. Both of these are 400 lumens, and they have a high and a low mode. The switching is right here on the side. You can also hang it from things, and you can also clamp it on things, so you can clamp it on your belt loop, and it's just a very handy light. What I'm going to use it for predominantly is cleaning up at the range, because I always shoot basically until it gets dark, and then I have to clean up all my brass and accessories, targets, all those sorts of things, and I can just stick this on my truck and have it illuminate the entire area, and it's just very useful for that thing. So there is that. It's definitely cool. The switch there is on the side, if I didn't say that. Then we have this guy here, which is an interesting light. It comes with a little holster, but it is the Archer. And if you actually look at the front of it there, you can see that the reflector is unique, and it's designed as a searchlight. So you guys are going to see here in just a second, it has a ton of candela for a light of this size because it's super lightweight as well. It recharges, of course, on the bottom there as well, and it doesn't have, that I can see anyway, any way to access the battery, but that is just something to be considered with. It has the hot surface marking on there because obviously it's a high powered light, but again, it's very, very small and light for the type of candela that you guys are about to see when we check out the beam patterns. They have, I think this is the first time they've been on sale. It comes in this little case for whatever reason. I have no clue, but they have these knives here. It's the O knife. This one here is the splint. It has the sort of channel liner lock there, clip that you can adjust the tension on, but it is not reversible that I can see anyway. So it only goes in that one position. So tip up in the folded position carried in your pants. And then of course you can activate it through the flapper there, or you can also activate it through the little cutout there on the knife, like so, with your thumb. But again, in a very lightweight design, and has a heck of an edge from the factory on there. But that is the O knife that is available for this sale. Then we have this head mount lamp. This is the Array 2. They make two different versions of this. The one that I have has the flood output here, but there's another version that has a different output. But basically, this side of the light gives you a nice wide flood, and this gives you the throw in the candela. The rechargeable portion is back here. It takes the USB-C rechargeable again, and then when it's illuminated, or when it's on, actually the back part here has these little red stripes that are battery indicators, but they're also, like, if you're, say, wearing this riding a bike or something at night, it also is a safety mechanism to let someone know that you're there. And it, you know, obviously I would imagine the light out the front would do that as well, but you get the power bank sort of back here, and then the light up here. So the runtime is really good on this compared to a lot of competitive options out there. So you can wear it however you want, like so. And that is the head mounted lamp. And then anybody who logs in during the sale gets one of these. It's the 1IR, and it is a USB Mini micro rechargeable light, 150 lumens. You guys are going to see the output here in just a second. And to rotate it, to operate it, you just rotate the tail cap, and that is that. And then a light that is not specific to this sale, but is also on sale during this one, is the Marauder 2. I just wanted to bring this one out because I just think it's insane for a light that's this size, that has the output that it has. You guys are going to see the output here in just a second. It's nuts, but it also recharges through a USB-C port there on the bottom, and you have the ability to change it to throw by hitting this little switch here, or to keep the wide spill. Same thing here with auto lockout and then rotating it. It also indicates the battery level on one side and then the output level on the other side to let you know where you're at. And this is also a 5,000, make sure I'm saying that right, yep, mAh power bank. So you can, once you charge this, you can use this to charge your phone or any other accessory that can be charged from a USB-C port. So with that, let's check out the beam pattern of these guys. For those of you that are new here, the spot there where the wood fence meets the iron fence is approximately 30 feet away. Those trees there in the background are 40 to 50 depending on the actual tree. We have a good bit of illumination out here today, and it is raining, so honestly it's not the best conditions to test light output, but I only have a couple days before this video goes live, so you gotta knock it out. It is what it is. The output that you see right now is from the Seeker 3 Pro on low. We're just gonna work through the modes there. And you guys can see there, once it gets turned up, it is a wall of light. And then if I double click it and put it on turbo, that's a lot of light going out there. Obviously it's going to be auto regulated at this point. At some point it will step down due to heat, but you get a pretty good runtime on turbo. And again, you're getting about 15,000 candela out of a general purpose light that still gives you a lot of flood. So there's a lot you can do with this type of light. But that is how it looks. That is the beam pattern in the different modes. We don't have any lights on right now, just to kind of let you guys know that there is a good bit of moonlight out here tonight, but we'll turn the old Archer on and let you guys get an idea of that output, because it's very different than what you guys just saw. And you can work through the different modes there on that one as well. And then if you double click, of course, it goes straight into high, very high candela focused, definitely a searchlight, a very specific mission set. Those trees out there are over 200 yards away across the lake in that direction. And you guys can see there, it's still lighting them up pretty darn well, but very focused. There is a spill to it. You guys can probably see that edge right there coming across your screen. Not a lot of spill, but there's some. The beam pattern that you see right here is from the swivel, which is on the flashlight mode. And you guys can see there, if you want to work through the spill mode there, that's what you have there with that one there, kind of giving you the wall of light. And then again, you're going to press and hold it and switch over. And then if you want to, you can switch between modes when it's on by just tapping it. And then again, we're going to press and hold to go to the flood mode, and then tap to go to high flood. You guys can see it definitely is a wall of light. Again, we have absolutely no light, and then we'll turn it on low with that little keychain light that comes for free just for logging on. And you guys can see there on low, and then on high, 150 lumens. What's crazy about this is I went through the police academy about 20 plus years ago, and we had 60 lumen mag lights. This thing at this size is brighter than those, which is crazy to think about flashlight technology and how far it's come. But of course, this is a keychain light, so it's really just kind of competing with your phone's light, and it is way brighter than anything you're going to get on your phone. That's for sure. Even the low mode is brighter than what you're going to get on your phone to get it low. The output here is from the Marauder 2 on low. You heard that right, it is on low. And you guys can see very floody type of light, but it also has a lot of candela. This thing's just kind of a light monster. We'll just kind of work through the different modes there. And again, my camera is on manual, so it's set to as close as what I see here with my human eye. And with my human eye, it looks kind of like it's washing out too. It is very intense out there. And then press it over to the search function. You guys can get an idea of the type of candela that you can get out of this if you want to focus the energy of this light. The output that you see here is from the headlamp on low, and you still get pretty good situational awareness at this distance, and we'll just press and hold it and go through the different modes. And there you go, that is on high, again with a very lightweight head mounted setup there. Good situational awareness, but also some throw in there. Again, for those of you that are new, from shore to shore across the lake is about 110 yards at this point. We're about 10 yards back on my property. And then that little fishing shack there is probably another 10 yards back on their property, so that shack's about 130 yards away from where we are right now. And this is the output from the Seeker 3 Pro on low, and we'll work through the different modes there of it, and then click it there and go on turbo. And again, that's a lot of output in terms of throw, considering the amount of flood that we're also getting. That rosemary bush is about 10 feet right here in front of the camera, and 10 yards rather, excuse me. And just to kind of give you an idea of the detail, again, it's raining out, so that's obscuring some of the things that we're seeing, but I guess that's kind of real world conditions as well. You guys can get an idea of the detail that you can see there at this distance with your human eye. And then once again, we'll back it out. Now you have the output from the Archer on low, and we'll work through the different modes. And there it is on high, and just kind of give you an idea once again of the detail. When you zoom in there, you could see any kind of object. If they had something in their hand, someone was standing there, you'd be able to distinguish what it was fairly easily. Again, this is what I see with my human eye, zoomed in there through the camera. Sometimes it's hard to translate, but that is how it looks. And you guys can see if there's stuff up in the trees, birds, etc., you'd be able to pick them out. And here's the output from the Marauder 2 on low, and we're just going to work through those different modes. You guys can see all of the light there is crazy. It is bright. So that's how it looks there. Again, this is with the flood mode on, and then with the actual throw mode on there, searchlight feature. It's just intense, and that's flood, throw, and just back it out there and let you guys see what that looks like. Again, searching the trees, anything that was in there, again, looking at it with my human eye, I'd be able to see it for sure. And then a wall of light, you can just see everything. Insane. Now that you've seen the output of these lights, that's really all I have for you. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing, depending on where you're actually seeing this. You can follow me on the various social media links here on your screen, and I look forward to seeing everybody in the next video.